This was a point in the world where history changed. In a land of scattered tribes, the first humans came together and built the earliest societies. Humans were once nomadic, but when they learned agriculture and their population grew, they began to settle near rivers for water, security, and survival. And it was there that the first complex societies were born. One of the earliest known societies in history was the Sumerians, a people dating back around 6,000 years who emerged in Mesopotamia between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. One of their most important achievements was the invention of writing. Before that, humans relied on spoken language to record events, passing down stories, news, and laws through memory. They also used simple forms of communication, such as cave paintings or basic symbols carved on stone and wood to convey messages more easily. Before writing, laws existed only in oral form, and tribal elders made decisions based on them. Customs and traditions determined what was right and what was wrong. But after the invention of writing, laws were recorded, becoming fixed, reliable, and consistent for everyone. Near the land of the Sumerians, another ancient society emerged around 5,200 years ago, the Elamites. This culture played an important role in the advancement of humanity and the development of early organized life. One of the oldest cities in the world that still exists today is Susa, a city built by the Elamites. Elam was among the earliest organized governments on the Iranian plateau and made significant contributions in areas such as early writing systems, urban planning, advanced architecture, and metalworking. About 5,100 years ago, a little farther from the Sumerian and Elamite lands, between the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, along the Nile River, a great society emerged: ancient Egypt. At the time, this culture created a complete and advanced way of life, a collection of major innovations and achievements, many of which are still recognized today. The precise use of geometry and astronomy in construction led to the building of massive structures such as the Great Pyramids of Giza. In medicine, there were early advancements such as primitive surgeries, wound treatment, the use of herbal remedies, and even early forms of dentistry. The ancient Egyptians were also highly skilled in dividing the year into seasons, establishing a centralized government with strong social order, as well as in jewelry making and the use of cosmetics, playing a major role in shaping early human development.
In the heart of Mesopotamia, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, a small city began to rise around 1900 BCE. A city that would soon become one of the most powerful centers of the ancient world, Babylon. At first, Babylon was just another settlement among many. But everything changed with the rise of a king, Hammurabi. Under his rule, Babylon transformed into a dominant power, not just through war or expansion, but through something far more lasting: law. For the first time in history, laws were carved into stone, clear, visible, and meant to be followed by all. The Code of Hammurabi contained hundreds of rules covering daily life, trade, family, and justice. It introduced a powerful idea: that actions have consequences, that order could replace chaos. But these laws were not equal for everyone. Social class mattered. Punishments differed. Yet still, this was one of humanity's first steps toward organized justice. Babylon was more than laws. It was a thriving city filled with merchants, craftsmen, and scholars. Its streets were alive with trade, culture, and ideas. Massive walls protected it. Great gates welcomed travelers. And within those walls, a new kind of society was taking shape. One built not just on survival, but on structure. Babylon showed the world that civilization could be more than living together. It could be governed, organized, and defined. And in doing so, it helped shape the foundations of law and society that still echo through the world today.
About 4,600 years ago, in the east, along the Indus River, a powerful society known as the Indus Valley Civilization emerged, one of the most advanced of its time. This culture demonstrated highly developed urban planning, and its drainage and sanitation systems have astonished archaeologists. The presence of plumbing in homes and private bathrooms was something many contemporary societies did not have. The Indus Valley appears to have been relatively egalitarian, with evidence suggesting a less hierarchical social structure. It also maintained an organized and orderly system, strongly focused on trade, with relatively little evidence of warfare or large-scale conflict. About 3,500 years ago, along the Mediterranean coast, a small but highly influential people emerged. One that played a major role in the advancement of human progress. They were skilled sailors who built advanced ships and became pioneers of international maritime trade. They traded goods such as cedar wood, glass, and colored textiles, especially the rare and expensive purple dye, as well as metals and luxury items of their time. One of their most important achievements was a simple and practical writing system, which later became the foundation of many modern alphabets, including Greek and Latin. During this period, major societies also emerged in the Far East and Europe, each contributing significantly to the progress of humanity. People chose to settle in one place, live together, and follow shared and unified laws. Each time this has happened throughout human history, progress has moved forward more rapidly, leading to greater stability, improved living conditions, and a deeper sense of security for human societies.